The lemon will come out green. It will look just like this, orange. You wait until it gets to about this size and it turns this nice bright yellow. The lemon that I recommend for the area would be a Meyer Improved Lemon. The lime should be a Barris seedless lime. Those are the two that are best for this area. There are two basic types of oranges that are suited for the Willamette Valley, Douglas County, and the coastal areas. This is a Washington Navel orange. It has no seeds. The Travada has a few seeds and it's more like a Valencia orange. It's good for juicing. But fresh off the tree, they're great eating and they're wonderful. If you're going to be growing in a coastal area, I recommend the Travada orange over the Washington Navel. It handles the coastal climates much better. If you're going to be inland, the Washington Navel will take the heat and a drier climate than what the Travada will. So make sure that you know which orange that you need before you purchase one. Always ask, what is the variety? And you have to know where you live in order to determine which is your best selection. Grapefruits will grow in either coastal areas or in the valley areas. So make sure that when you transplant that you have a sandy mix. You can either use river sand and a potting mix at about a 50% ratio. Do not use the sand from the Oregon coast. There are too many types of salt in that sand, and that will damage your trees. All it requires is to loosen up your pot. You'll lay it on the side next to your pot and you'll pull it out. Sometimes the roots will be exposed. Don't worry about it. Keep them laid flat when you put them in the new pot. Put your soil and you pack it down good. When you get done transplanting, then you water it. Just really soak it and get all the air pockets out of your container. The next thing that you will probably want to know is how to fertilize. It's best if you can use an organic fertilizer. The thing to look at on your package will be 3 numbers. The first number on the package is your nitrogen. That should be 3 times higher than the other 2 numbers. So like a 311 or a 611 or a 622 needs to be 3 times bigger. The second number is your phosphorus. That's to help get your blooms. The third number is usually a trace number. So the first 3 numbers. Some packages you'll find 4 or 5 numbers. All you want to do is pay attention to the nitrogen, the phosphorus, and the trace minerals. It is got to be in a 3:1:1 ratio. You do your fertilizing usually in February. It's coming out of dormancy, your plant's getting ready to grow, and you want to produce lots of blooms. This is the process that you need to do. Once you have your plant in a larger container, the next question is going to be, where do you keep it? If you have a south side, that's where you want it. The south side of your home or your garden or wherever you're going to keep your citrus, provides the most sunlight. That's the key. You want the light. You like to have the nice warm area. If you live on a coastal area, you want to put it where the wind is not always blowing on the plant. You can keep these inside the house year-round. They need to be either in a south-facing window or a west-facing window, and it needs to be able to get plenty of light. If you don't have that situation, there are grow lights that you can hang above the plant, because without the light, this is not going to produce. Second thing, in the house, you don't have bees and flies going around from flower to flower, so you may have to do your own pollinating. Simply a cotton swab that's been dampened, and you go around to each of the flowers and just lightly touch it, move to the next flower, and then you will get pollination. One of the problems of plant being inside is underneath the leaf occasionally you will find scale. Scale is a small insect, and it will start sucking the sap out of your plant, which is going to weaken it. You're not going to be able to produce the larger fruit. So if you do get scale, there are products on the market that you can buy to remove scale. I found the easiest way for me to do it is with a cotton ball, rubbing alcohol, lift the leaf up, and just gently take the scale off. If you're going to keep this outside, they are hardy to 27 degrees. If you think you're going to get colder than that, you can go to a second-hand store, find yourself a blanket that will totally cover the plant and the bucket. If it gets to 30 degrees, you go out and you put the blanket over the top of it, leave it outside, and in the morning or when it gets warmer, gets above 32, you go out and take the blanket off. Another way to protect your plant is to look in garage sales, second-hand stores for old-style Christmas tree lights, the ones that actually have a bulb that screw in. And then you adorn your plant around and around, including the bucket, like a Christmas tree. When you turn it on, those bulbs will generate enough heat to protect your plant. I have in the past, when I had trouble finding those, is to buy an electrical pipe wrap that's used to protect pipes from freezing, loosely around the bucket and around the plant, and it runs on a thermostat, and it kicks on at usually 35 degrees, and it generates heat. Occasionally you may burn a leaf or two, but it will survive. If you want to grow citrus and you decide to buy one, I will say this to you. If you have a problem or if you have a question, I want you to feel free to contact me, Sean, at my website, which will be on YouTube, Sunwest Nursery. Or you may send me an email at WeilShawn, WeilShawn at netscape.net. Until next time, I will have something even better than this. You have a great day and enjoy that delicious fruit off your own citrus trees. Bye.